access to different data.
Yeah, and it's also
Life
changing very
experiences.
rapidly, bro. अभी बात करिए जाते जाते कुछ और आ जाएगा.
No, and I'm not even told you about like the limitations of AI, and then we already know how to fix them. Right?
Okay,
So
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But let's do one more thing, okay? From ये एक prediction था जो मेरे को I really liked. He said that most code will be written or question in brackets generated by the time rich, okay? And then he mentions that thus most code will be written by kids, students, rather than software engineers. This is the same trend as videos, photos, and other social media. Of course, this seems surprising because today most software is being written by highly trained adults who are generally time poor but money rich. This will change, and it means that over time software will become dominated by youth culture the same way that social media is.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. You're not that creative anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't want to take in on new ventures or new endeavors because you already have 20 other problems to deal with.
Yeah.
That is not a problem with kids and all these people, no? Because kids and teenagers, they have a lot of vision. They have a lot of ideas. Like, oh, what if I had a software that does this and does that, and you know, चेहरे में ये आ जाता है, वो आ जाता है. Lots of crazy ideas.
Crazy creativity. Yeah.
So those kind of ideas, they never materialize in the past. Because
now होगा.
Because while you are a kid, you have this idea for this amazing game.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
You're just having fun.
Yeah, but लेकिन तुम बना नहीं पाओगे उसको. Only a seasoned senior developer would be able to build it for you.
Okay.
And you will not have the abilities or the knowledge and know-hows of how to even execute
it, yeah.
But with the AI, you can
do it, yeah.
And the AI can educate you on the things you need to know.
Yeah.
And then you can go back and forth with the AI. Obviously, it will take a time, but kids learn very fast, no? They will learn how to use AI very quick.
Yeah.
And they can now use AI for their advantage and create awesome stuff that senior developers might not be able to do.
Okay, going back to our conversation regarding vibe coding and how this affects the general audience, right? Will junior devs exist in 5 years?
Well, I'll say some of them will exist. See,
why? How can junior devs still exist?
But the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is an example of the kind of mindset that will not survive.
Yeah, it's a mindset issue for the kids.
ये survive नहीं करने वाला है, right? Because there is no way that you can, being a junior developer, bring me enough return on my investment.
Yeah.
By basically, you know, because you don't have any other knowledge.
Yeah.
Like specific in that particular area भी तुम्हारा like ऐसा नहीं कि you have peaked knowledge and know everything about the industry.
Yeah.
You're learning in that industry and you refuse to learn everything else. So you are a tough nut to crack. You're a tough person to work with because now I have to educate you on Postgres because you refuse to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So that he's not a team player. That those people will not be adopted.
I think they're just looking at it कि मैं ये सीख लिया, मेरे को इतना salary मिल गया, life is sorted.
Yeah. That is, and I think a lot of that is again the future that the parents try to enforce on us as well, right? So मेरे ऊपर भी same.
Exactly, yeah.